Assalamu alaikum. Now I will discuss moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Guys, what do you understand by moment of inertia? Moment of inertia. Do you know the definition of moment of inertia? And moment of inertia of a different object, like circular object, bar object, rectangular object. Okay, guys. Now we will understand moment of inertia for circular object. This is circular object, and we will determine the moment of inertia with respect to the perpendicular line. This is the perpendicular line which goes through the center. With respect to this line, we will find out the moment of inertia of this circular disc. Now, how can we find out that, or do you know the formula of this circular disc moment of inertia? That's very simple. We will just discuss the formula, and by that formula, we may do a lot of mathematics and creative question. You can solve creative question, guys. This is circular disc, and it is rotating with respect to this perpendicular line which goes through the center of this circular disc. Now we have to know the moment of inertia of this object. I equal to 1 over 2 m r squared. Okay, this is actually formula of circular disc moment of inertia. Here we have to know what is m, what is r, what is m r squared upon 2, and this is inertia. N is inertia, and m means, what is m? M here, mass of the circular disc, mass of the circular disc. Okay, this is circular disc, its mass m. What is r? Could you tell me what is r? R is radius of this circular disc. Radius of the circular disc. Circular disc. That means we can find out the moment of inertia of a circular disc if you know the. Assalamu alaikum. The guys, today we will discuss moment of inertia of uniform rod. Okay, moment of inertia of a uniform rod. Guys, this is the picture of uniform rod, and we have to find out the moment of inertia about our axis which goes through the center of this rod, like this. Here this rod will rotate about this axis, and it goes through the center of the rod. This is the picture. Please remember this picture for solving this problem. Guys, now this rod rotates about this CD axis, which is perpendicular to this uniform rod. Guys, do you know what's the equation, what's the formula of this uniform rod in such situation? Do you know? Okay, I write. It's a moment of inertia. This is the symbol of moment of inertia. You know, inertia, and from this word I, inertia. moment of inertia equal to capital M L squared upon 12. This is the formula of moment of inertia of this uniform rod. When this CD line goes through the center of this rod and is perpendicular on this bar. This is perpendicular and it has gone to the center of this rod. For this picture and for this condition, the moment of inertia of this uniform rod I equal to M L squared upon 12. Guys, you have to know what is capital M here. Here M is mass of the rod. Mass of the rod. Okay. Uniform rod. Okay. And what is L? L here, length of the rod. Uniform rod. Okay. And 12 is 12. I miss inertia. It's a moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Nice. We have got the identity of each symbol. M L squared upon 12 I. That means if you know the mass of this rod 20 and the length of this rod length, this is length of this rod 12 meter and this is a kg, then you can find out actually the moment of inertia of this uniform rod at such state. I equal to here M means 20 into L squared. It's 20 into 20 over 20. That is cancel. 12 cancel. 240 G. This is the moment of inertia of this uniform rod. It's kg meter square. Guys, we have known the moment of inertia of this uniform rod at such state. That means this rod is rotating about CD, which goes through the center of this rod, and CD is perpendicular on this rod. Then we will get moment of inertia M L squared over 10. If you say this uniform rod rotates about the line which goes through the on end of this rod. Look, let me delete this. Now, the axis is here, CD. It is at the end of this rod. It is at on end of this rod. Then this rod will rotate about this CD. It is at on end of this rod, and CD is perpendicular on this rod. Then, what will be the moment of inertia? Could you able to tell me? Very simple. Just not 12 here. Here is 3. This is the actually moment of inertia. When this uniform rod rotates about CD, which goes through on end of this rod. Then just you will delete the 12 and set the 3. This is the formula of moment of inertia of this uniform rod when it rotates about CD, which goes through the end of this rod and perpendicular on this bar. This figure, remember, then what will be the moment of inertia? Yeah. Guys, simple calculation. Very simple calculation, and just here, just 12. We'll set here 12. Sorry, 3. Just 3. Okay. 3. 3. 3 goes 4 times in 12. Now, what will be the result? Assalamu alaikum. Dear guys, this is Mohammad Gashuddin. Today we'll discuss escape velocity. Escape velocity. Actually, what do you mean by escape velocity? Today will be clear. Okay, guys, for escape velocity, the formula is 2g capital M over capital R. Okay, here what do you mean by R? What do you mean by M and G? G here gravitational constant. Gravitational constant. Gravitational constant. And M here, mass of the earth. Mass of the earth. And R here, radius of the earth. Okay. Escape velocity actually is a minimum velocity by which we have to project an object so that it can't come back to the world and it can go beyond the attraction force of the world. That is actually escape velocity, and that velocity depends on G, capital M and capital R, but it doesn't depend on the mass of the projected object. Suppose this is Earth, okay, and its Earth surface. From this surface, we want to project a rocket, okay. So the escape velocity of the rocket doesn't depend on the mass of the rocket. Look, guys, from the formula, there is no mass of the projected object. Suppose here rocket is going, but in this equation there is no symbol of mass of the. That means escape velocity doesn't depend on the mass of the object. It depends on earth mass, earth radius, and gravitational constant. Here M means M 6 into 10 to the power 24. Here M here 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Okay, M, right? And G here 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 11. Okay, Newton meter squared kg inverse 2. Okay, and here R is the radius of the earth. R is the radius of the earth. Its value is 6.4 into 6 meter. Okay, if we put the value M, G, R, will get the escape velocity, and that value will be 11.2 kilometer per second. Okay, that's all. So, Assalamu alaikum, guys. This is Mohammed Jashuddin. Today, I'll discuss photoelectric effect. Actually, what do you mean by photoelectric effect? Photoelectric effect, guys. Here, from this word, we may understand photo. That means photon or radiation. Photon and electric. That means electron. You may understand something electron better. Right? Now, from this figure, we understand photoelectric effect. This figure, look, this is the metal surface of the metal, and this is photon. It is falling on the surface of the metal. Then we can see some electron is some electron releasing. Okay, releasing. This phenomenon is called actually photoelectric effect. Photon falls on the metal, then electron releases. This phenomenon is called photoelectric effect. Photon effect. This effect is a one kind of effect because a photon falls on this and electron goes out. This effect or this phenomenon is called photoelectric. And Einstein gave a formula related to this photoelectric. Now we have to understand. In 1905, Einstein actually used the Planck quantum theory. According to the Planck quantum theory, E here, H nu, H here, Planck constant, and it's Planck constant. Planck constant, okay, and nu here, frequency of the radiation, okay, frequency, and here total energy, okay, here energy, and from this formula we'll get the another formula which Einstein gave. Guys, this photo has energy which E equal to h mu, and this energy will be received by the electron. Guys, electron means there are a lot of atoms in the matter, and in the atom there are a lot of electrons. Within those electrons, one electron will receive this energy. One electron here receive this energy. Okay, on part of that energy it will be used for work function, and another part of energy will be used for the kinetic energy of the electron. This is actually Einstein photoelectric effect formula, and for stabilizing this photoelectric, we have to apply the conservation of energy. Actually, conservation of energy means, what do you mean by conservation of energy? We know energy we can't create energy or can't destroy energy. One energy convert into another energy. That means here E equal to h nu is the energy of radiation. This energy will be converted into work function and kinetic energy of the electron. Guys, from the principle of conservation of energy, we can write down E equal to h nu equal to work function this and half mvs. This actually our required formula. Here h this is actually threshold frequency, and for the appropriate threshold frequency, electron will go out, it will come. Okay, without having the appropriate threshold frequency, electron doesn't come, electron doesn't release. Guys, plus half inch. Understand? Total energy photon h nu, and this will be converted into h nu naught plus half inch. This is actually Einstein equation. He gave this from the Planck quantum theory in 1905. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, dear guys. Now I will discuss. What will I discuss? Now I'll discuss Einstein formula. Okay, Einstein's mass energy equation. Okay, we will discuss now. Einstein's mass energy equation. What do you mean by this? Do you know the equation? Very simple, guys. Very simple. E equal to mc squared. Okay, this is the Einstein's mass energy equation. And do you know each symbol meaning? Yeah, M means mass, and C means velocity of light. Velocity of light, and E means energy. Energy. Guys, we are learning physics. That means physics is correlated to mass and energy. If you want to understand physics, you have to realize mass along with energy. Guys, I'm talking to you. This is sound energy. Light is giving us light. That is light energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy. First type of energy here and there. And matter. Look your surrounding. Look at your surrounding. You can see different type of matters. And there are three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gases. Anyway, that's another matter. I want to discuss that E equal to mc squared. This equation was provided by Einstein. Einstein said we can convert mass into energy, and energy can be converted into mass. That is vice versa. Right? Yeah. We will apply this equation for proving this statement equal to mc squared. That means by this formula we can convert mass to energy, into energy, and energy into mass. Just simply we will put the value, we will give the value mce. Guys, if I ask you, please find out the energy from 1 gram substance. How could we find out that? Very simple. Just we will apply this formula and we will realize what is m, what is c, what is e. C is nothing but the velocity of light. M is the mass of the substance, and E is the converting energy. Okay, guys, we will apply this formula, and we have to find out the energy of any of 1 gram substance. 1 gram substance. Here M means 1 gram. 1 into 10 to the power gram means 10 to the minus 3 kg. Okay, and C, you know, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, and E we have to find out what. Okay, how can we find out E equal to mc squared? mc squared. M here 1 into 10 to the power minus 3 kg, and C here 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter is meter per meter. Okay, interesting. What will be the answer? 3 into 10 to the power minus into bracket 3 into 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 8, that is squared. Okay, result is 9 to 10 to the power 9 into 10 to the power 13 joule. Guys, what an immense amount of energy which has been converted from 1 gram substance. Guys, it's actually large amount of energy, and this energy is applied for making atom bomb and for producing electricity in nuclear power plant. Okay, guys, if you visit nuclear power plant, you can see there is the application of this formula. Guys, anyway, there is another matter. Equal to mc squared. That means we have converted this 1 gram mass into energy. Okay, now we want to convert. Now energy has given us energy is suppose 1 gram mass from energy. Now we have energy changed into any amount you can take. Okay, energy suppose energy amount suppose 4 into 10 to the power 4 into 10 to the power আমরা 4 into 10 মানে joule. We have to convert this amount of energy into mass. How could we this? Very simple. You know formula equal to mc square equal to mc square. The energy, this amount of energy can be converted into mass by this formula. Simple, very simple. M equal to, here energy given, that's why E upon C squared. Here E here 4 into 10 to the power 9 and C here 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per square. Okay, fine. What will be the result? Just we can do this by calculator. 4 into 10 to the power 9 over 3 into 10 to the power 8 bracket squared. Result becomes 44 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power minus 9. Guys, this is kg. This is kg. Okay, the 44.44 into 10 to the power minus 9 kg. Okay, nice. That is energy is being converted into mass. By this formula, we can convert mass into energy, energy into mass. And this prominent equation Einstein gave, which is like this. We can deduct, but not necessary. Just we have to feel, we have to understand, we have to realize. Yeah, by this equation, we can convert mass into energy, energy into more. But since we are learning physics, and physics is related to mass and energy, if you look at your surrounding, you can think different type of matters. Matters are made of mass. Mass is a property of matter. Any matter has mass, volume, density, so on, and mass is converting into energy. Look, physics means energy. You can see different type of sound energy, electrical energy, light energy, heat energy. Oh my gosh, our life is full of energy. Without having energy, we can live our life. And so without physical matter, we can't do anything. Like we have table, chair, iPhone, microphone, light, fan. These are actually matter. And so without using this matter, we can lead our life. Okay, and without taking energy, such as electrical energy, heat energy, we can't live. We can't live. So physics are firmly related to our life. Without knowing the physics, without using the physics, you can't enjoy your life. So guys, stick to me and try to remember this equation equal to mc squared. This is the Einstein energy mass related equation. Okay, by this equation we can simply convert any matter into energy, energy into matter. Okay, by applying this formula. And we have to remember the velocity of light, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Dear Facebook friends, how are you all? After all, today SSC Physics second paper has been completed, and now I'll discuss again nuclear physics. Last day I said about this. I said it's a symbol meaning. Here n naught means initial number of atoms. Initial number of okay. And so here after time, after a certain time, after time, the intact number of, that is undecayed. You know, I said last day the stable and unstable atoms in this world. Actually, we have to know about atom at first. You know, all each and everything of this world are is made of atom, and atom is very teeny, tiny. Moreover, in that atom, we could see different type of particles. That is very astonishing, and that is very wonderful, and that is very actually mysterious. Okay. Anyway, n equal to n naught equal to minus n. Here we have to understand. We have to remember a single meaning. Yeah, n means intact number of atom. Intact number, very important. Okay. Remembering this word intact number are very important. Otherwise, you can't do mathematics. Okay, there is some tricks. Okay, from this notion, you will solve those tricks, mathematical tricks. Okay, intact number. That means atom decays, and there is remain some amount of atom. That is called intact atom. Yeah, t is time. T is time. And lambda is decay constant. Decay constant. If you know, actually, if you understand a not initial amount, the starting level, it's not decaying. Starting level, the number of atoms after a certain time, or you could see here n not equal to n this, and after certain time, the intact number of atom n equal to 50. This is 50. That is 15 number of atom has have been decayed, and 15 number of atom remained. Okay, this is intact number of atom. We got n naught. We have to find out t, and decay constant, suppose 4.05 days. Decay constant 0. Suppose we have taken this. Now we can find out the time. Very simply, very easily we can find out the time. But here is some mathematical activity, mathematical process. We have to know that. Otherwise, you can't do this mathematics. Okay. This is actually physics. This is the n equal to n not equal to minus lambda t. This is the physics formula. But if you want to solve this mathematics, you have to know the you have to know the notion of mathematics. You have to know the rules of mathematics. This is physics. N equal to n not equal to minus lambda t. Here lambda decay constant time, and n naught is the initial number of atom, and n is the actually intact number of atom. That means after decaying, the remaining amount of atom is, we have to understand. Now we'll do mathematics, then we can understand actually how much tough it is. Okay, look here, our formula, this is our formula. We have to find out t. We have to find out t. How could I do this? And not e minus lambda t. This t side we can write like this way: n over n naught minus lambda t. Okay, this process we have to know. This is mathematics. This is not physics. Okay, e here we can write down like this way: minus lambda t. Now n number amount is 50, and n naught was 100. N naught equal to minus lambda has been given 0.05. This is t. Okay, log 50 log half 0.05 t. To find out t. Okay, log half probably 0.693 probably divided minus sign we will get minus cancel. Okay, let me do this another line, otherwise you can't understand. This is mathematics. I'm doing mathematics, but I say at first physics formula and gave the identity of each symbol of the equation. Now doing mathematics, if you have concept about mathematics, you can understand step by step. Okay, this mathematics I am doing. Learn. Okay, let me do this by calculator. Where is my calculator? What's the value of ln half? What's the value of ln half? Ln half 1 upon 2. Right, I said this point minus sign, sorry, minus 0.93 ln half means 105 a minus 0.93. Now minus cancel, t 1093 upon 105. What will be the answer? What? Point 0.693 upon 1005. How much? It's a 13.88. Look, 13.86 day. 86 day. This is actually our required time to become 50 number of atoms from 100 number of atoms. Guys, this is mathematical process. You have to have this concept and notion. Otherwise, you can't handle this side. And so I said at first n equal to n naught this. I said actually there is a deduction this formula in our book, but I'm not showing this. I'm saying just this equation and each symbol meaning. Guys, this is the radiative decay law. This is radiative decay law. N equal to n naught into 1 lambda, and I said what is lambda, what is t, what is n naught, and you have to have clear concept about n and n naught. Otherwise, you can't do mathematics. Okay, and ln n over n naught equal to e to minus lambda t. Ln n naught equal to lambda t. Yeah, lambda t minus lambda t and ln we have put the value n naught in 50 and then ln half minus 0.693 minus 0.5 t. We have found this by calculator. Guys, this is the time. We can do this mathematics just online if you remember this formula from this. Okay, from this formula, if you remember directly, you can do this mathematics. If we can remember what is that, we can deduct from this here, from this relation. Look here, simply then we put and do the mathematics. Here we can find out equal to ln n over n naught then lambda n this minus this formula. If you can remember, you can do mathematics by online. Okay, t ln n over n naught lambda. Okay, good. Actually I showed you the lengthy process. Now it's very short process. If you can remember this formula, t equal to minus ln n upon n naught upon t lambda. Look, ln n here n equal to 50 and n naught equal to 100, lambda equal to 0.05 day. Okay, if we put here 50, 100 and 0.05, do this calculator, we will get 13.86. There. Very simple. We have done this by online. Guys, this is our record mathematics which I have done now.